Welcome. Just kidding. FYI, I totally forgot to record the first like 9-ish minutes. So you didn't miss anything. We just chatted about Emerald, how to get there, one coach on each leg, Success Club. Boom, you're caught up. Okay. So I think people get so stuck up, and this is like definitely a personal experience, is when I was a coach, I was like, oh my God, Emerald is like this big rank. It's something that you're like gearing up towards. Get that out of your head. Emerald, actually, the other day, last week I chatted with Shay, and I was like, hey, let's hit Emerald like this week. She hit Emerald in like 2 days. No, I think it was like maybe a day that you hit Emerald. So it was, yeah, all just like, it's a mindset, and what you need to not think of is that pressure, and same thing, that deadline of being kind of like devastating. We need to think of it as celebration again. And I've been doing so much personal development and listening to top coaches, and every top coach is giving this gift of this business because it's helped their life so much, whether it's the fitness, the mindset part, or even, of course, for top coaches now, the financial aspect of it. But regardless, if you're making $10 a week or $10,000 a week, you still have kind of that financial benefit, right? Like $10 for 4 weeks, boom, that's like half a tank of gas, or for some cars, a full tank of gas, right? Like, you did that. Celebrate that on your social media pages. Celebrate that, hey, you know what? Because I signed up as a coach, I did this. And I think that's what, kind of going to like a different point, is whatever you're posting on social media is what you're going to attract. So if you're posting for challenge groups and fitness, because I mean, of course, that's a huge part of our business, but you need to also start chatting about the coaching opportunity on your social media. And you can still have a picture of your workout because, hey, why not? Because you look awesome doing your workout. Take that cool picture of you doing your workout, that sweaty selfie, whatever it may be. But you can say, hey, because of this accountability group that I'm in, I have stuck to my programs longer than I ever have, or I've stuck to this. I have this community surrounding me that encourages me to work out every single day. And the reason I do it is because I love it. So kind of start taking in those little tidbits, and I think the biggest thing of getting to Emerald is taking away that stigma. And the biggest thing is going to be personal development, and start treating yourself like a leader. Start thinking that you are a leader, because regardless your rank in this business, you are a leader. You have gone a step above your peers by going and doing something crazy and out of the norm. And I mean, it's not the classic 9-to-5 job. It's a network marketing company that is growing, and you're taking a chance on it. And that's like a huge step above most of your friends and peers. Because if you guys are like me, a lot of my friends are still stuck in like the 9-to-5 job. I know that I need to do like classic little kid, like I need to be firefighter, right? Like they're stuck in that way. And I think a big part for myself is both my parents were entrepreneurs, like they both own their own businesses. So for me, I've never seen a 9-to-5 life. So I think that's one thing that kind of helps with myself, is I've never really seen that or understood it. And I've seen the benefits and the hardships of having your own business as well. But I think you guys need to realize that you're already a step above all of your friends, and start leading by example. Because I've been checking out all of your guys' social media pages, which over the last 2 months, I think each of you have totally kind of started to like grab your own vibe. You guys have been doing Insta stories and stuff like that. And it's really cool to watch each of you kind of grow into like your own coaches now. And I think that's a really cool thing, is start identifying that and growing that way. But what I think we also need to start doing as well is, as a team, we need to rally together to get the ball rolling. Because I think for a huge standpoint, Shay's like, hell yeah, a huge point is, I talked with Mac and Sam with this, is we were all kind of like, the start of this year, our team was like on fire, like it was crazy, and then we all were just like la di da di da, and we stopped. And now it's time to start building that momentum, because right now the people who are watching you on your social media, even if you don't get any likes, if you don't get like 1,000 comments on your photo, people are still watching you. And when you start today or last week, or yeah, you're going to start today, and you're going to be showing up on your social media, those people who after Christmas ate like 5 Christmas suppers and downed like 8 bottles of whatever and feeling terrible about themselves, they're going to be like, shit, I remember Sarah was working out. And even Megan's watching this, and I don't know if you guys saw her like shoulder yesterday, but like the woman's jacked now.
She killed it.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So yeah, check that out. But I think that's something that you need to realize is, even though you're not chatting with that person, there's someone sitting behind their screen. They're wanting a change, but they want to see that it works for you. So getting the results is going to be the biggest thing. And showing your journey is going to be a huge part of your business. So I kind of want to open it up to you guys, and then we can kind of like figure out a good direction of where we want to go. So Emerald is all about your coaches, hitting Success Club, and growing your business. And one thing about Success Club is, I'll share kind of like a quick personal story, is it is a huge needle mover of your business. And you're going to be growing your business forward that way, but do not stress about it. So the reason why I say don't stress about it is, last week I got 4 people to sign up with Shakeology. So I was like, okay, perfect. That's like 8 Success Club points, and I would have hit Success Club 10, which like super stoked about. Not one of them clicked the HD order, which you need to get the Shakeology Success Club point. So, I mean, I could have like put myself into a hole and shut down for the rest of this month and been like, okay, no, not doing it. But I've realized that, hey, you know what? Even though I didn't get those Success Club points, I still helped those 4 people get started for the month of November, right? Like, they're going to get their Shakeology, they're going to try it, and you know what? They're going to feel damn good, because I'm going to show up in that challenge group and like blast them with why how beneficial Shakeology is for them. And December, they're going to be on a home direct order, right? So always realize that you're helping people, even if it's with a free trial, but you really want to bring those people into your community and help them get results and share that with them. So I guess I'll open it up to you guys. Sarah, Anna, Shay. Mac is probably like hiding because Eli's sleeping. For those of you who don't know, Mac is like way behind us in time zones. Even Sarah is early. This is like 8 o'clock for her. And Sam is 7. So we got all the hours covered. So I'll open up to you guys. What is like something that either you find struggles with your business, or something you'd like tips on to get to Emerald, that we can make it happen this week for you, because it's possible? Whoever wants to go.
I'm just having such a hard time with like how to necessarily reach out. So like I'm good at like liking and commenting and trying to like make myself noticed. Mm-hmm. But then if I try and initiate conversations, people basically just think I'm like a creeper. It's kind of like, because I'm kind of like adding like friends of friends.
Oh, totally.
And trying to like just grow so I have more reach. And that's just what I'm struggling with right now, big time, is just like how to properly reach out without freaking them out. And I know like I did have some really good leads like about like a month ago, and I totally overwhelmed them. So I know like what not to do, at least in that sense. So lesson learned.
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, you guys, it's gonna take practice. I still say the dumb shit. And like, I'll like go back and like look at conversations and been like, oh my God, I just word vomited all over that person. Right. So one thing that you guys need to do, regardless if you're in that relationship building thing, you're doing exactly right. Go like photos, go comment on their posts and stuff like that. And what I would do, you guys are like me and have like a million scribblers like laying around. Like I have a scribbler for like each part of my life basically. And right in there, hey, I commented on this person's post. So then you can like go and check back with them like a day later or something like that, or even message them right there and be like, hey, where did you get that cute scarf? And go from there. And the biggest thing for conversations, you guys, is always ending with a question. Because because when you don't, like, they just go off, right? Like sometimes they might not get the odd time, like 1 in a million, you're going to get someone who's be like, hey, I saw you're doing that Beachbody thing. That's awesome.
Never.
Yeah, that never happens. Actually, it did happen one time, and I was like, ooh, I'm gonna like put this person. It's funny, Sam just got off the call. So this one person was like, hey, how's Beachbody going? Looks like it's awesome. And I was like, yeah, it's great. So I was planting like all these seeds for the first time ever in my business. I was planting seeds. I never do. And so it's like, okay, I'm gonna plant a seed and I'm gonna go back to her next month. She's now a coach on Sam's team. Yep. So
Sam harvested that one.
Yeah. So it's so funny how that happens. Is like, it's okay to have these conversations. And I mean, if someone asks you about it, go for it. Don't be afraid. And I mean, guys, people are going to say no. They're going to. And my mom and I had this conversation last night because my mom was a Mary Kay consultant. My mom was like in the top 10 of Canada, like back in the day, and like top 20 in like North America or whatever it was for Mary Kay back in the day. And when I grew up, my mom was on the phone every minute of every day. And we actually had 2 phones in our house, like 2 phone lines. And in the kitchen, they sat beside each other. And my mom called people every single day. She'd get no's. She'd invite people to come to our house for like a Mary Kay party, and they'd all do their makeup and sit in our living room or our dining room. So my mom had to call people on the phone. Today, you get to sit behind this thing, and if someone gets a no, who cares? And what I think you guys need to do, especially as leaders, is realize that a no means not right now. And the reason why our company, I think, is the best, and one of the reasons why before I was going Beachbody, I had a friend message me about Arbonne, and I was thinking about Beachbody. So I was literally like one weekend, I was like, okay, I'm going to pick one or the other. And I went with Beachbody because they focus on one thing and not 50. But there's other network marketing companies, and I know you guys have had it for sure. You've been added into an event or a free group that you were never asked to go to. And those people who are adding you into these free groups, is their companies are teaching them to just add people in because they don't want their people that are in the company to get no's. So if I added 300 people into my free group, whatever it is, my free group, I might get one person who's going to come. But if I have a free group like we're running next week for our like what do we call it, Busy Broke Girl group, so that's our What Is Coaching, when I'm having conversations with people, I already know that they might not be struggling with money, but they're like, why do I need to invest in this? Right? And so I know that they're interested in making money. They're extremely busy because they're students, they're moms, have 3 jobs, whatever it is. And I've already narrowed it down. So the group that we have in that free group next week are going to be people who are already interested. I know that they want to be there, right? And you guys are people who are chatting and building these huge relationships that even though you're going to get a no, that's like like, I don't know, you always see those like scars and stuff like that people get. It's like, I earned my badge, right? No's are a badge in our company. Like, that's something you got to work through and go through. And I think that's a huge part, and something that you guys need to be like super proud of is you put yourself out there, and people who are going to be not successful in those other network marketings are going to come back to you because you've built those relationships, and then they're going to ask you, how do I like build social media again, kind of thing like that. Like, how do I do this right? And sorry, you're going to be the one teaching them. So don't be afraid of no's. It happens. And a no means not right now, because I've had people who have said no to me. Well, Shay said no to me. Sam said no to me. Mac said no.
I didn't even say no. I ignored you.
She iced me hard. Twice. And we hung out in between those things.
Yeah, in person.
Yep. Yeah. And Nick was like, hey, did she ever like message you again? And I was just like, no, she iced me real hard. Yeah, like iced me this one. So
yeah, hardcore.
Yeah. And now she's one of our leaders on our team, right? So never take no is like, it's in one of these books that I have, is like my 100 no sheet. And I check it off every single day. It's in one of these books. And I want to get as many no's as possible. And I write down all my no's in one of my scribblers, because I go back to those people next month, because you've planted the seed that they've said no. Or even those people who have ghosted you, you're going to go back to them and be like, hey girl, saw that like puppy picture, or like, where'd you get those boots? Then restart that conversation, and then they'll either ask you about it, or like, guys, you know that you've messaged me before and I've ignored you, A, because I knew that you probably could get the answer, or B, I was doing something, put my phone down and completely forgot, right? How many times has someone messaged you, even your mom has texted you in the grocery store, and you saw it, you put it down, and like 4 days later, you're like, holy shit, I forgot, right? So that could be a no or a ghost, but that person could be interested. And that's something that you need to think about, is no is not scary. And if you guys are nervous about inviting or getting no's, I strongly invite you to go on to YouTube today and type in YouTube how to invite to coaching. And there's going to be a bunch of links. I think we even have the invite surge in our BeFit file page, which is like all the top coaches. I think I do. If not, maybe I'll add it into there. But even if you go into YouTube, search invite surge. And if you guys don't know, we're a part of the Bombshell Dynasty. And that is like the godmother team of Beachbody. And Lindsay Matway, who's been a top coach, and I just think she's like the godmother of our business, she has given us all of the trainings. And in this invite surge, all of the top coaches in the business shared little tips that are going to grow. So it's up to you to take kind of control of your business to go do that, because I can't invite for you. I can't make you hit Emerald. I can put up like, hey, that's funny, win this essential oil. It's only Young Living because my mom bought it for me. But like, hey, win this free water bottle, right? Like, I can put it up there. Hey, you want to hit diamond? You're going to get a Tiffany's necklace from me. But I can't make you do that. You have to take control of it. And that is doing not only personal development, which is like growing you and those parts inside of you that need to go, and that you need to work through, but you also need to do business personal development. And I think that was a huge thing, is this time last year, that's all I did. Our team was starting to grow. That's when Sam and Shay signed up, and we had a ton of coaches who are ready to rock for the new year. And I said, I'm going to kill it in 2017. And the only way I'm going to do that is if I know everything now. And when I washed my dishes, like I had YouTube on like 24/7, and Nick was like, what the heck? And I walked around with my headphones on because he couldn't listen to Bonnie Engel's voice anymore. So I just listened and re-listened and listened because these tips are good, and you have to stay in phase one, and that's the inviting and getting ahead. And the more you do it, the more you're going to get comfortable with it. And that's something personally I'm doing, is regardless of how my day goes, I make sure I get 10 invites out, like 10 invites. And if I get 8 that day, that's all right. If you hit your goal 80% of the time, awesome. But you need to make sure that you don't send out 10 invites on October 1st and no invites for the rest of the month. If that kind of like resonates and makes sense kind of thing, is you have to start showing up every day. And for Emerald coaches, before you get bombarded with, if you want to move your business forward, yes, send out 10 invites. If you want to explode this now and fast, if you're learning and growing and stuff like that, what I would do, start with 3 or 5, right? Start with those few people that you can just go and invite and go from there. Another thing I wanted to chat about was, nope, I totally lost it. Inviting. Yep, gone. Yeah, you got to invite. Peace. Just kidding. Okay. Okay, we have 10 minutes left because I was just rambling and talking. I should really write down notes for these calls, but I hope it kind of has helped a little bit. I figured it was just kind of like, I wanted to make this call like free and easy, and realizing that Emerald isn't daunting. Emerald is something that you just go for. It's something that you do, and both of you can become Emerald by Thursday. So, and I think that's going to be kind of like the exciting thing, is becoming Emerald by Thursday. And what I try to do is become Emerald every week as well. So when you start growing your business, is you have to continue growing. You can't hold on to those like 3 coaches you have, right? That's not going to move. You're not going to get a 6-figure business through that. You might cover your Shakeology with that. And that might be your goal, and that's okay. But whatever it is, that's going to be the business building activity that you need to do, is inviting into coaching and go from there. Sarah, did that kind of sort of help at all?
Yes. Huge. I think it actually was super good. I think I just kind of need a kick in the ass to stop getting so in my head and just stop building up this big scary process, because it's not.
Yep.
And like you said, like, it's not like I'm talking to someone on the phone or something like this. Like, it's literally just messaging somebody. So I just need to kind of get over myself a little bit and just think about it how I think about my workouts, maybe, I guess, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I don't put more effort into it, then I don't see results, or like nutrition, right? Just think of it as the exact same thing. 0 effort is nothing. So.
Exactly. Anna, is there anything that like you want tips on that can help that wasn't covered in your new coach training that you were in? Or
I was just going to ask, what I find is when I invite people to coaching, they find it so overwhelming because they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much info. And like, I try and break it down. I'm like, okay, here's a little piece, here's a little piece. But then they're like, no, like, this is too much. I can't post online. I can't invite, like, because they've never been in a challenge group, so they have no idea what's it all about. So I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know how else to put it. You know what I mean?
That's totally true. And I've gone through that hundreds and hundreds of times as well. And Shay certainly probably has as well. And a big thing to do it as well is you guys are going to start refining your invites, and the less info, the better. You don't want to like hide information by any means, but like, I've been talking to a girl who's been in our challenge group for a while, and I mean, she'd be a great coach. But like, I was real with her, and I said, you know what, if this is something you want to do, I was like, it will be hard work, but I said, it's going to be work that is enjoyable. It's going to give you so much more into your life. And you can work it within an hour in your day. And especially with something like that they're going to be like, oh my God, there's so much to do. And if they're kind of like a coach who signed up how I did, is like, hey, I'm going to join challenge group and become a coach. Honestly, my biggest piece of advice that I share with people is, you are now a part of a team, and we have come up with new coach trainings. we have it all for you. It's up to you to go through it, but our team's there to support with any questions. We meet together weekly on video calls to make sure that we're all achieving our goals correctly and moving together. And if you have any questions, I'll always be there to video chat. Like, be there how, like, Sam's there for you. Like, she's checking in on you. And I mean, like, you really don't know who Virginia is, but she gave you that awesome thing, right? Because Virginia is my personally sponsored coach. So you guys get to benefit from that. And you guys also get to benefit from Morgan's stuff and Lindsay Matway's stuff. And all of the information to be a coach is on YouTube. And the things you got to focus on in being a coach before we get like all mumble jumbled and everything, and what I've been focusing on lately is my workouts, my personal development, my nutrition, my invites. Those are how you get your business moving. And Nick and I actually went for supper last night. Nick's my boyfriend. We went for supper and we're like, okay, let's make this work. And him and I like both went through like
hold on, what's on your left hand?
Oh no, it's nothing. Don't worry, we're good. Nick and I just
I was like, what?
Hold the phone. No, I was just like playing with them. I found them in the kitchen. They're like my Ardeen rings.
Okay, moving on. Sorry. I
We're
had to
Yeah, that would have been real bomb right there. But yeah, so we were like chatting and we're like, okay, if you look at the coaches who are successful in this business, they get results from the programs that they're doing, right? If I'm going to sign up with somebody, it's probably because in a way, like they got their shit together with their nutrition and their fitness. And for myself is I watched Virginia for 2 years. I was kind of one of the first people she added when she started as a coach. She wasn't in the shape that she was in when she started, but I watched her journey, which is the cool thing. And I watched her get happier and healthier and grow her income. And that was really cool. So you got to focus on your workouts. And that's something that you can tell with your people is you're going to work on yourself first, your workout, your nutrition, and your personal development. And we have all the trainings for the fourth part, which is how to grow your business and become successful. Boom. 3 sentences, right? Like that's what you got to do is take away the scary part and really dive into yourself. And honestly, the last like 2 weeks, I've gone so deep into personal development. Like it's crazy the amount of stuff that's come out of it. But like my workouts are different. My nutrition is totally different. And I've already seen results in like a week and I'm like, oh God. And like, not only is myself feeling good, but my business is starting to propel forward. And I think that's what we need to all kind of grow towards. So if they're like overwhelmed, be like, if they start like word vomiting on you that they're all nervous and stuff like that, be like, hold up, don't worry. I was scared before I started too, but our community helps everybody. We have all the trainings for you that you can go through on your own time, and we'll be there to keep each other accountable and grow your business. So that could be something that'll help too. And that could even be something that you post on social media. Hey, before I started as a coach, I was super overwhelmed. And all those objections you get, make those your social media posts. Are you too busy? Do you have too much time and stuff like that, right? So I think that'll be something that's good.
Yeah, I made a post the other day because a girl thought she was going to have to do 2 workouts to be a coach. I was like, no, you can do whatever workout you want. It's like you don't have to do – she thought she had to do her workout she was doing now plus a Beachbody workout. And I was like, no, you don't have to do that. I was like, that'd be ridiculous.
Exactly. Okay, we have a minute left. Is there anything else you guys – I'm a talker, clearly. Sorry. Okay, tips to move forward today. I'll make a post in our group just so the other Emeralds can see it. But today I want you to message your personally sponsored coaches and tell them what workout you're doing, what personal development you're doing, what nutrition, like Shakeology you're on, or the performance line or whatever you're doing. And then how many invites you want to send out and the date that you are going to be an Emerald coach. and it will be before. Oh God, I gotta open this quick. Okay. Oh my God, this is perfect. 10 days to Emerald. You guys could easily be Emeralds by the 26th, but your Emerald Day has to be before the 31st of October. How's that sound? Doable? Yeah, it's totally doable, you guys. My goal is to hit Emerald by then. And I'm going to gain 2 more coaches. Sound good, guys? Okay. Go do some personal development. Check up. Do a happy dance before you send your invites out. Dive into YouTube. Share the trainings that you're doing on YouTube in our team pages so we can check out what we're all doing. And if people are interested, maybe we'll make like an Emerald thread and help each other that way, if that works. Sound good? Okay. Go have an awesome Saturday, and we will all chat soon. Go be awesome, you guys. See ya.